Hello from Bethel University. My name is Dr. Terry Linhart. I'm the Associate Vice President of Adult, Graduate, and Extension Studies programs here at Bethel. And I'm super excited to give you this update here on January 31st. It's a cloudy day in South Bend, to no one's surprise, but we'll make the most of it. I wanted to just kind of give you an update on where we are and some of the transitions that have happened, and also, more importantly, I think, look ahead to some of the exciting things that we're anticipating here for 2025. And we have an accreditation visit coming up beyond that, so some of the things we're working on right now are in preparation for that. Some of you have been around for a while. Those of you that haven't, this is my 24th year here at Bethel. I started in the Religion and Philosophy Department as chair, came over in 2017 to AGX as dean, was there for a couple of years, then handed off to Luke Caldwell, and I moved on to Extension Studies, where we were growing a new program here at Bethel. And now AGS and the Extension Studies program have combined. Essentially, this department handles all the programs that are non-residential to the campus. And we do have an all-star team. We have an amazing group that supports you. I hope you feel that every day. Jen Chapu, she is in charge of the operations, so anything that is happening external to the classroom or the class process will be under her leadership. So she does the scheduling, she does works with students first and advisor. We're hoping to hire another part-time advisor so that we can fully support students. That's one of the things that we've been working on, getting our house in order to make sure our advising is first rate. And Dale Gadd is taking on more graduate level advising. We're just very excited for the ability to continue on featuring one of, I think, a trademark of Bethel is that we have highly personal, high touch advising that cares in a pastoral way for our students. So super excited for that. Christy Monismith is our academic director, so she will be handling everything that's happening within the classroom. So that's textbooks, adjuncts, and working with the curriculum, including online and in person. She is finishing a PhD in curriculum with a lean towards technology. So all the things she's doing is right in line with her studies. She's at the forefront of all the conversations that's going on, all the research in this field. We're very excited to have her leading that effort. And she'll be interacting with many of you on much of what I'm about to talk about today. And then Shelley Flickinger, of course, is running the show of the Education Online, and just an amazing person. Those three fully support you and the work that you're doing, and I hope you feel it and appreciate their effort. And so those are the areas that the three of them work in, and we always want you working with program coordinators as well, and we're all trying to link arms and address some of the things that we need to address. One of the things I want to, so I'm going to have a lot of things in this video, and I'll try to say, hey, this is a point, so there's some sort of organization as we go forward. The first thing is we're headed towards week 4 next week, and as you know, week 4 is always a really critical time. Students know by now, they've learned if they've been in the program a while, that a lot of us who teach classes put our major assignment there, whether it's a paper or a test, so they're always alert that week 4 is extra heavy. But it's also a key time for intervention. And so one of the things going forward, the theme of this video today is we're going to address student experience here in 2025 in multiple ways. And the first one is that we want them to not drop out. We want to increase our retention with them. And so one of the ways that we do it is just to pay attention to students who are struggling, and week 4 is one of those pivotal weeks where we can tell that they're having problems. So next week, you are going to be getting an alert or an update related to this week 4 intervention, and we just would like for you to notify an advisor. And I advise a lot of students, so we would like to know if one of our students is struggling so that we can intervene. We're trying to pay attention, but you as the professor always know, because you can see the grade book, you can see the interactions, when someone's disappeared. And this is really important in our teamwork together, that we care for these students in ways that's important. One of the things about the online space is that students can just disappear and we have no clue. Like if they don't alert us and they don't say, hey, I'm out of here, if we're not paying attention, giving just a little intentional overview, we can easily miss that. I know I have in the past, and so I really appreciate you helping us with that, with the advising. So again, we already have created an advising system that's highly detailed, it's structured, it's coordinated, and we're attending to those things. That's one of the things we wanted to work on. And again, I just want to say thank you for your work. I know a lot of you have been teaching for a while. You've shown up every semester. You've put in time. You've made your curriculum exciting. And that's what we want to keep doing as we move forward. So in 2025, there is a university-wide emphasis coming from our new Vice President of Academic Services, Dr. Absam Joseph, who's amazing. And by the way, who is a strong advocate for graduate studies. He's a strong advocate for online education and adult education. So we're excited that he's in the role and he's part of our team. He's already gone out and helped us develop some new programs externally to the campus. So we have a new partner in him. But he is also leading a charge that we are going to address and correct and revitalize the teaching, the curriculum of the programs here at Bethel University. So that means there are probably 3 things that we want to immediately work on as you prepare your next class and even think about your current class. The first one is that the student experience pivots on instructor engagement. So those of us teaching online, and I'm teaching next session, so I'm working on a class right now and revising it, and I'm starting to try to think, how is it that I can increase or revitalize the engagement students have with me personally? And the easiest way to do that is what I'm doing with you right now, is to record a video. I would love to see a fresh introductory video at the beginning of the class. That means it's recorded during, for that session, and a fresh one at the end, which means you respond to the class. Maybe you record at week 6 and you respond to the class because every class is hopefully unique as you have discussions. And then in the middle of it, it would be really great to have an hour of office time where students can hop on Zoom with you or on the video on Canvas, and Shelley and Christy can help you figure that out, or Dale can if you work with him. And the way to just hold office hours and students can come. In fact, some of the program coordinators are talking about requiring that in classes, that you have an hour of office time and students have to either show up or they have to watch it as part of the grading. We're in a day and age where this can't be, we're not going to help ourselves if it's just a correspondence class through text only. We're going to have to use audio and video in the age, because that's what we're doing and interacting with. And if we don't do that, then students are going to have an experience that's less than stellar, and they actually will feel like they're disconnected from us as professors. The technology post-pandemic has made it super easy. Canvas makes it super easy. We have a team here that can help you do it. So if you're stuck and you don't know what to do, there's like instantly, you can create a video. And the other thing you can do is record audio comments to books, or not books, but to papers and assignments. I found it to be super easy. And I just say, hey, listen to the audio comments. And I get tired of typing anyway. So it's just much better than clicking a rubric and saying, you got your 85%. You can give a 2 or 3 minute audio comment in Canvas. It's super easy. And students appreciate it because you can talk like this personally to them. So we want you to have engaging times on classes. And now we're going to go through classes and start to evaluate courses going forward on how well there is this instructor engagement through that type of personal touch. And that's the second part, is that personal attentiveness that's there. So when you can be attentive to a student, it's always helpful. And here's the thing, I know most of you are already doing that already. This is a thing that you care about, but I really just think we need to just again double down on it. So I want to talk about consistency, and I mean this is a positive. It's going to feel a little critical in spots, not of you, but just in general. Some things have fallen apart, and what's happened is that because they've fallen apart, student frustration has been spiking sometimes, and we as a team, in general, as a system, haven't been on our best game, so to speak. So the areas of consistency is that we want to be able to have our courses loaded on Canvas on time, our textbooks consistent and procured or designated well in advance when we ask for it, and we need to have no last minute changes to the grading or the class and the structure in that. What happens is when those things happen, and again, it's a collective issue, students get frustrated, we look unprofessional, and that doesn't help the learning. It doesn't help people's motivation to learn in the online space. In this online space, there's this huge distance, and so we need to be warm and empathetic and ready to go. And so when Jen, Christy, Shelly, Dale come along and your program coordinators say something is due, it is due. Okay, so we're going to work with you to do that and do our part to support you. But there will be just a greater accountability for consistency, particularly when it comes to textbooks, because that's a major issue. It involves people purchasing textbooks. Some of our students purchase them well in advance. And so, as you know, we try to plan far in advance, and we're going to do that greater as we go forward. That consistency is super important. So as part of that, we are going to go back to and return to a more standardized syllabus for each course, and that's going to be something we're going to work with the departments here. So we don't control the curriculum, the departments do, but each department on campus with their program coordinator and chair are going to designate, okay, this is what this course looks like, this is what these textbooks are, and the assignments, they'll figure out how they want to handle that. But we need that consistency, because what happens is students start to have a very different experience at Bethel based on which version of the class someone takes there. So my version of business could look very different from Dale Gadd's version of business, and you want his, not mine. You know, that's the thing we need to do, and that also helps us with the textbooks and so forth. We're getting to be, in spite of the fact that our enrollment has shrunk a little bit, we have multiple systems now that this abbreviated team is managing, and so we're going to need that consistency. So thank you for jumping in with that. That's going to be something that our accreditors are going to look at. They're going to examine our curriculum and our systems, and so we want them in top shape as we head into that in a couple of years. So thank you for jumping in on this endeavor as we work to improve things here in 2025. And when you get emails from Jen, from Shelly, Christy, or Dale about certain things, and they contact you about standards and policies and deadlines, those are all very important. And they have my full blessing in those moments, because we can't do otherwise. It's a highly competitive world, and we want our students to have a great experience. And they are, thanks to you. So have a great rest of the winter. Hope you survive. For those of you that live in the south of America, I'm jealous. Heading to Arizona today for a little bit of a getaway for a weekend, and hope you get some sunshine here as well. And hope those of you who are teaching right now, hope your classes finish well. Thank you.